Hello guys, still on the profitability of yam farm. We are currently in Tubini, a village in the Tatale district, which is closer to Togo, Jarikbanga. And today we'll be talking to a gentleman about the profitability of yam farming. Foster is from Dubai. He left all the luxury in Dubai just to come and farm yam in the village. He tells us yam farming is very profitable. If this is your first time on this channel, do me a favor. Please click on the like button and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share this video. I think a brother, a sister, or someone might need this information to change something about her life.
I'm Foster, living in Tubini. I completed JSS year 2009 when I get to Harvard Technical Senior High School. I completed 2013. And when I complete, I decided to travel outside Ghana to Canada. But I was not having any amount with me, which I decided to come back to Tubini to make yam farming. Yes, really, when I started yam farming, it helped me a lot. I did, the first year I did my yam farm, I did 4,000. And when I was to harvest, I harvest 3,500. And I'll be able to sold all the yam 8,000. When I had the money and I was seeing that I can't get the chance to go to Canada, I left to Dubai. So when I was in Dubai, as it was not moving as I wanted, but the more I have from Dubai, then I said no. I spent 7 years in Dubai. Because I was not going to Dubai to stay. I was going to Dubai for a purpose, to have the money and come back to make yam farm big. I couldn't achieve, but not just empty like that. I came down with 10,000. It's all the 7 years. Why I had the 10,000 was that, you know, the Arab was feeling like we have the present as they are having their present. Why should we leave our country, come to their country? We need money as we are spoiling their country. So the amount they get to pay us, they should pay us. So I'm seeing that my age is good. I was making to 1,200 a month. And that's where when I'm sick, I send myself to clinic, hospital. My food expense, I take myself. Gas, I fill myself. Everything about myself, I do it myself. So by the close of the month, the money left with me will be like 300 or 400 for my saving.
So when did you decide to take yam farming serious?
Well, that was last 2 years.
Last 2 years?
Yes.
And have you regretted that decision?
I'm very happy with the decision.
You are very happy?
And now I'm enjoying it.
Tell me more about it.
And when I came back with that amount and I started yam farming, I started last year, last year I started 3,000. And this year, as I'm standing, the yam farm I'm standing inside is 8,000. And this 8,000, I'm sure my colleagues that are in Dubai now, I can even call them to employ them in my farm. Because I'm even happy, even somebody give me a chance to go to Dubai free for holidays, I won't go. Because I'm feeling the farm more than being in Dubai.
How much do you make on this farm?
And this farm, right now as I'm talking, I've not harvested, but the digging the pona alone, I have 2,000, which is 200 I dig. And I saw each 100 beer was 1,000 Ghana, which was last 2 months I dig the yam. I was the first person to dig the yam in this particular village.
Okay, so how many did you sell?
I sold 200.
And you had how much?
I have 2,000.
You sold only
200.
200 yam.
And I have 2,000.
2,000.
And that was the 2,000 I used for the farming.
Okay. What kind of yams do you farm?
I farm Puna, Pulinjo, and Yaminti.
And Yaminti.
Yes.
How much did you use to start this 8,000 farm?
I used, first of all, I bought yam site for 1,500. And they came to charge for the raising of yam mounds, which is 1,200 again. So
1,200 to raise
8,000.
8,000 yam
yes.
mounds. Okay.
So, and the weeding, like I say, I have guys, my boys that are helping me for weeding.
How many people do you employ here?
I employ 12 people.
12 people.
Yes, first the raising of yam was 6, and those who to plant was also 6.
Do you do the farming yourself, or you have boys that you?
I do it myself. But at times I employ people to help.
Which is like a casual labor.
Yes, it's a casual labor.
So walk us through the process. For me to start a yam farm like this size,
yes,
can you break it down for me? What's from the stages?
Yes, from starting the yam farm like this, first of all, you started with spraying the jufa. you spray.
Explain, what is a jufa?
Jufa is, when the grasses is there, you can't just go inside to start raising yams. You use the chemical to spray, or you clear the grasses. After clearing it, it will leave, and normally we start the jufa September, 1st September, then you leave it for 1 month, 2 weeks. Then you started the yams raising. After raising the yams, it will rain on it. After the raining, then as a farmer, you leave the yam for each one to germinate. When it germinates and you are planting, you know that this yam, at every yam you plant, you are harvesting it because it's already germinated. But some plant it before, but the right way, let it germinate before you plant. After you plant, finish.
Which one are you talking? The yam set?
The yam set.
Okay.
So when you plant finish, then you wait. The grasses will come through the farm. Then you start, whether you spray one, you spray one again. Then you let whether you weed it yourself or you give it to the labor to weed once.
Take your time and walk us through the process again. First, you said you do jufa.
Jufa, yes.
Jufa is spraying of the weedy side.
Yes.
Okay, then what again?
Then from there, you raise yams.
You raise the yams.
Yes.
What is the ideal? Do you have a special spacing for the yams?
In between the two, at least it will be 10 centimeters.
10 centimeters?
Yes, 10 centimeters in between the two.
Okay.
And between the two lines,
so
it should be 5 centimeters.
On 1 acre, how many yam mounds can go on 1 acre?
And the normal 1 acre, you have 2,000 yam mounds inside.
Mm-hmm. But when you load the farm too,
when you load it like 5 centimeters, you can get 2,500, 3,000.
Does it have any effect on the yam size?
It have the effect. For example, if it is springle, it can't develop well.
Okay.
It will be on each other, and if it is in the minty too, the same thing. Puna, it just stand like that, normal, and it will grow limbs, small. It won't be big.
Okay. So from raising of the yam mounds, we go to what?
From the raising of the yam, we'll go to planting.
But first, don't you need to get the yam set before?
Yeah, before you can spray the yam, you can start the jufa. You must know that you have yam set in this amount, or you buy the yam set. You buy the yam set then, or you have it down.
Okay. Walk us through how to get a proper yam set, quality yam set.
Yes, before you get the yam set, the quality one you can plan for the farm. Like assuming I'm farming this year, I have in mind that next year I'll be using my farm. I can have this amount to build or buy a car. You must split the yam yourself. When you buy the yam set from somebody, you can't plant the farm for the next year. You must plant it for the next year, then you split it for your own. You have split you know the amount, how the yam set, if it is big, it is small, you plant a deal for you. So you must split the yam for your own before you plan for the next 2 years. So that way you can plan that I'm going to use it for something. Because it will develop, you have split it yourself.
So wait, the question I'm asking is, yes. For me, a new starter,
yeah,
I don't have yam sets to buy, I'm going to buy it. Yes. How do I go about it?
Yes, you ask people.
Okay.
When they say they are having, some will take money when they have a problem and solve their problem. When they harvest it, they'll call you. Or when during the harvesting time, then you go around with the people. My yam set I bought, I'm coming for it. Then the person will go and count your thing for you. But some to sell by line. Those who don't have to money to buy chemicals and spray their jufa, they sell by lines. So when they sell, you buy it and go and spread it yourself.
What do you mean by line?
Like yam outside, the way it's planted. So my own is already planted and it's germinated. You see that it's this yam. You can select the one you like, up to 100. Then you pay money. So
like how much?
Like some sell 2.5 for piece 100. Some sell 3 million for 100 pieces. 100 pieces. So when you buy that and pay, this is the time for splitting. Then you go to the person. I'm going to split my yam. Then you go and split. So when you split, you have the yam set.
Where do you keep? Who keeps the yam? Or I'll send it to him, or we leave it under?
No, you leave it under. But during the dry season, when they start harvesting, then you come and harvest it. The person, the one you bought it from, with inside, but you can't touch it. You will come.
You will take care of the farm.
You take care of the farm. Yours is
so when you are coming, okay.
Harvest and carry your thing.
Okay. Among these options that you have given, which one is the best and affordable one?
The affordable one is buying and take cash and carry. I'm having your set. I'm buying. Take your money and I'll take my check.
Why that one?
For that one, you see it. There won't be any misunderstanding. I've given you money. I've not get my yam set and other things. No. And the person will not come and deceive you. I have yam. Come and count and buy. You give the money. You go. Where is the farm? The person is giving you. They come today. Come tomorrow. That one is I'm having yam set. I'm also buying. Come. Here's it.
Gani.
Yes. Also Ghana man. If I give you, give me.
Okay. So walk us through some of the yams, type of yams that are available.
Yes. The yam that is available now is Puna, Pulinjo, and Yaminti.
And those are the ones that are ready now.
That's the one that are ready now. You can eat Puna today. Puna is the first yam to take, and followed by Yaminti, and followed by Pulinjo. Yes. And Orlando is a yam that we dig it at the last part of every yam.
So which ones do you farm?
My major.
Wait, are there other ones too?
In my side.
Other type of yams.
There's other types. We have Orlando, Monia, Bafose, and those there's many ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Which ones are you farming particularly?
I'm farming Yaminti, Pulinjo, and Puna. Yes.
Why that selection?
Because that's the head of the yams. Like when you go to subject, it's English, mathematics, and science. So I'm farming English, mathematics, and science.
Okay. Why that one? Why the major subject and not the minor subject?
Because that's when you go to, you can't pass through, you can't jump over. Even if you fail that subject, one of them, you can't go to school.
There's market for it.
Yes, that's the market. That's the major yam, as I know, and everybody knows.
So among the three, which one is very profitable? That it's like too sure. If you hit it right, you will not lose.
It's Puna.
Puna.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you Puna is for somebody that is rich. Why I'm saying it's rich is that when you plant Puna today, it can't last to the time you want to sell it. You know, it started digging early and it sells early too. When you leave it to some time, June, July, to all the yam rust. But if it is Yaminti can last to June. But Puna can last from year to year. It can move from year to year without spoiling.
What about those yams that last throughout the year?
It's very good. It's very good. But Orlando too lasts like that. But Orlando, the market doesn't start early. That will be the last yam to raise market before entering to the new yam.
Okay. Is that one too profitable?
It's profitable, but if you are poor, it can't raise you on time.
That one is for rich people.
Yes, it's for rich. You can leave it down.
Which one is for poor people?
To come up early is Puna.
You mean to raise quick money?
Yes, it's Puna.
It's Puna.
It's Puna. And Yaminti.
Okay.
Those two of them you can hit early.
Okay. So, how do you do the planting?
You plant like this. You see this yam house?
Okay.
Yes. When I take yam like this, I hold a hole. Then I'll knock like this, and I'll put this inside. You see? Then I'll dig and cover. Then you get the glasses like this. Then and cover on top of the yam like this. Because why we do this is the yams will not die because of the sun.
Okay.
Then you fetch the sun on.
So you are doing mulching.
Yes. So when it started raining and the yam is coming and developing, then when you are weeding, then you remove it down. Why
do you remove it?
Because it gives you some what do we call it? Some pecks, those
termites.
Yes, termites inside the yam. So when you are removing it, the yam will get itself free.
Okay. After planting, what next?
After planting, left with the weeding.
Weeding.
Yeah.
How do you do the weeding?
Weeding, first we spray inside.
Wouldn't the spray kill the?
No. When the yam starts germinating, then you fold the yam, then you spray inside.
How do you fold it?
You fold it like this yam. So this time there, for now you can't fold it because it starts to develop. When it starts, you fold it like this. Then you make it like this. And it's not every place. Then you spray. But when it's up to this stage,
you spray around it.
You spray around it, all the lines.
But the chemical shouldn't touch.
Yes. When the chemical touch
it will kill the
yam.
What chemical do you use?
To kill the grasses.
Yes.
We use condemn. And we use mostly tackle. We use there's one condemn wrote on it tackle. That's a powerful one everybody like this system.
Okay. Don't you have a selective weedicide that will not kill the yam but kill the weeds?
And you know when you use that selective one, you harvest it, you want it to leave the yam for long, it dies early.
Okay.
Yes, that's why do is there, but it's not advisable for the farmers to be using it for their yam. Some particular powder is also there. You can leave it on here to grow big, but the yam doesn't last, and it's not when you are chopping it. It's not doesn't you don't feel the taste.
Is it a fertilizer?
It's not fertilizer. It's also there. I've saw some people going around selling it.
How many times do you do the controlling of the weeds? How many times do you?
It depends the land. Like my side here, I weed 3 times before I harvest.
You weed 3 times before
I harvest.
Okay. What is the maximum?
And that's why I say it depends the area. This place is a virgin land.
Okay.
The virgin area you weed 3 times before you harvest. You harvest them.
When it comes to selecting land that is good for yam, what type of soil is good?
It's loamy soil.
Loamy soil.
Yeah.
Can it grow in clay soil?
It can grow in clay soil, but it depends the yam you are using for the place there.
After controlling of the weeds, what do you do next?
There's nothing you do. You only go around to pick the yams. If there's some trees inside, you tie the yams with the trees. Those that will climb the trees, you climb. So no.
I noticed something. Some of the yams, they have staked them. They have put.
Yes, that one. The means that when you do like that, it will overgrow.
It will overgrow.
Develop, yes. But unless puna, you can do that, no problem.
Wait. So how do you make the yam very big? Because some of the yam are very small, some are very big.
It depends. You know, when it germinates to 2,
okay,
it doesn't grow big. But if it is 1 kibble, when it germinates 1 kibble, it grows big. And then especially when it climbs the tree, it grows big.
So can we say that when you give it when you stake it, it grows big?
Yes.
So why not stake your yam?
This one is limited, but when you go to Puna side, I stick everywhere.
Okay.
You see this Puna, I stick everyone, but in Yaminti I don't stick it because it's overgrown. That's Puna.
How many months do you take before you harvest the yams? The type of yams you have on your farm?
Some takes 5 months, 6 months.
No.
My own takes 5
You have how many yams on your farm?
3.
3?
Yes.
Name them one. Which one?
This in Puna.
How many months?
Puna takes 5 months.
Okay. So what about the rest?
Yaminti takes 6 months.
Okay.
And when you take 7 months.
Take 7 months.
Yes. So, and depend the land.
It depends.
Sometimes it depends the land too.
Okay. How long would you leave your own down here?
To harvest?
Yes.
Before I harvest and pack it everything, it take like 10, which is 1 year.
Why do you leave it that long?
Because for now, when I harvest it, you know the leaf is still fresh.
Okay.
When you see that the leaves is drying, leaving the cables alone, then it means that it's time for harvesting.
Okay. Let's go to selling of the yam.
Yes.
I have realized something. You know, demand and supply. When demand is high and supply is less,
yes,
things become very expensive.
Yes.
How do you make yam farming very profitable? Because I know some people, they did 10,000 but they didn't get plenty money. Some even did only 2,000 but they have plenty money.
The coming down is from the farmers. You see how I'm saying it's from the farmers. The yam are started to farm 2 type of yam or 3 type of yam. But when you are farming Yaminti, farming Puna, Pulenjo, Orlando, you have some calling water yam, and you don't farm big. You can't get what I'm saying. You must farm big. You must at least take some 3 type of yam or 2 type of yam. So you can, if you assuming the farm is about 8,000, and you are farming 2 farms, Puna will take 4,000, Yaminti will take 4,000. And if it doesn't yield Kura, you can get Yaminti like 22,000 and get Puna 2,000, which is 4,000. So by the end of the year, you can get something. And when you are farming this one small, farming this one small, where are you digging? Where are you selling? Where will you split? And then say you can farm again. You see, by the end of the year, you would like to have all kind of yam you have, but you won't get the selling one.
Okay. Back to my question. I think I'm not satisfied with what you said.
Yeah.
I have seen people haul yam just to get a right price to sell. That is what I mean. Why are you not selling your yam right now?
Why I'm not selling it right now is that now we don't get the right place or right people to sell it. And now, because we don't get the better road now, the buyers don't come out. But during to the dry season time, the time we harvest, that time the road, is dry season. No water at the places and other things. The buyers start coming. So when those who are coming to, because the road is not good, they claim to pick it cheap.
When are you going to sell your yam?
I'm selling all my yam. I sell June, July.
June, July.
Yes.
Why June, July?
Because that time, that's why I say yam farming is good. Because I've already, when I started, I'll be able to source some money down. For need of farming, this I can use that money for farming. So there will not be any worry or any problem that challenges I'm facing to sell it on time. And that particular time, that was the time they buy yam. Because if done those that will sell early, they sell first. Then when my own is there by that time, I sell it the amount I want. When you come, I tell you this 100 is for 2,000. If you buy, if you not buy.
So now you are coming to my point. You see, there's a reason why you people sell in June.
Yes.
Because the price is high at that time. That is what I want to know.
Because the price is high.
And we do some of the harvesting.
Yes, you can do.
Okay, let's do the harvest.
See, this one like this is 1 cable.
Okay.
It's 2, but I join it in 1 head, so it will develop big. See, this one, even if you don't take care, you can't remove it because if it's the dry season, you can break the whole yam and remove it. Like it climb the tree, it should be more than it will grow and spoil.
How much you do sell this?
This one, this time or that time?
This time.
This one, that's what I'm saying. This time, the buy it will be 1,000 Ghana, 100 pieces. Yes.
No, I mean this one, only
This one is 10 cedis.
Yo, it looks sizable now. How would it give you yam set?
Yes, this one when we covered it, the next, before I harvest the rest, I'll come and harvest the yam set over there to develop another yam set again.
How do you do it?
See, yes, this is how this is how we are doing it. See the way we are covering it. Yes. Like this. When I come to harvest it to the yam set.
How do you know that this one will be big and this one will be small?
Because when it's big, you can see the yam breaking, and you can see the cable self. This one is 2 cables to each head. It doesn't go big, but because we want to spread it, must secure it spread. It's 2 cables.
Okay.
And it's 2 yam inside.
Okay.
So you can see that.
So you can even know the quantity of yam in the yam house.
In the yam house, yes.
By observing the cable.
The cable, yes. And if the cable is 2, sometimes it can be 2 and connect to one yam. Then it will grow big. Okay. Yes. So now we're going to spread this one to the yam set.
Okay. So let's do the demonstration for that one.
Okay, so now
what is that? What is that yellow? Is it fertilizer?
No, this one. No, it's not fertilizer. It's
Hold on. Wait.
Now we are doing it for yam sets.
Okay.
See, first of all, you cut here.
Why do you cut that place?
Because you want after harvesting to know that this is the head, and this is the planting one.
Okay.
Yes, because the woman that will pack it, sometimes they see that it's yam for chopping, but if they cut like this, they know that it's planting yam.
Okay.
And even the appearance will show that this is the head. Okay. So this is how we do. We cut like this. You see, and this when we are planting, it germinates here, and you hold like this and plant.
Okay.
So
So this is one yam set, or will you split it further?
no, this one yam set.
This big thing,
But before you harvest, it will grow length.
it will grow length.
Yes.
Okay.
So, now it's having water, it will dry.
Okay.
Yes. So see this one too. They're cutting it like this. See that one looks like this. Yes. So now we'll get the yam set.
This one too will produce another.
This one will
yam.
produce another one. That's why sometimes it's good you buy like this and spread it yourself. The blue. See the way you cover it. Now it's still like this. That's all.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
I can see some weeds inside, or it's not weed.
This one with this rice.
It's rice.
Yes.
So you harvest yam and harvest rice again.
Yes.
It will not affect the.
No, you have the time you plant you plant the rice inside, it will not
You
affect
see, people say when the land has a lot of gravels inside, it doesn't allow the.
Yeah.
It doesn't promote how do you say
Yeah.
germination. How true is that?
It's it's not true. Germination deal with the time and the rain. For this place, I believe that where there's stones, that's where the yam develop well.
Okay,
Let's
let's check on this one.
Yeah, this one is not a big stone.
It's just pebbles.
It's just pebbles.
You see that it rot.
Yes, but I see that if this one rots well, like the way it will develop. See that
What's that? When it comes to storage of yam, how do you store the yam?
yes, you store the yam inside there. The name there, you call it a bowl. So this is where we store the yam, and this one is small. We make it very big, like you farm, big farmer. You will not enter here.
Well,
8,000 yam will not enter here.
8,000.
It will not enter.
Okay.
So like the yam that will enter here, you can to free service 4,000, 3,000. Even 4,000 will not enter here unless 3,000.
Okay.
So we make it very big. If you see somebody make like they plenty in his house, his farm, he's having yam more than 100,000 to best.
And how long can you store yam here?
Yes, you can store yam here from January to June, July.
Okay.
Yes.
And why is it constructed so? Wouldn't heat be inside
Like how?
in the dry season?
No, there's no heat inside. The one that's why I'm saying you can't store yam plenty here. Like this one they'll make it for sitting in case there's rain and then you can enter inside. But we make the same for packing yam, but you make it very big.
Okay.
So that you can be able to arrange the yam and you can count the yam inside, arrange them so that the air can blow it.
So for the meantime, when it's raining, you people.
We day inside here, we enter like this. It's day inside.
Okay.
After the rain, then you come out.
So when do you use it for storage?
We start storing it from January, February.
Foster, how do you handle losses in terms of, let's say you plant 2,000? Is it possible that all the 2,000 can die?
No, 2,000. When you plant 2,000, all 2,000 cannot die. It's assuming you plant 2,000. Let's say 500 can die, or 1,000 can die. And if 1,000 die, that one you split the next 1,000 for the yam site. When you split it, you likely want it yield when you want to split it. You can cut one into 4, 5, 6. As means if it is 6, you can still plant more than 3,000, 4,000. So you still get your farm back. So you can just at the money you can't get money that particular, but the yam you can still maintain your yam for the next 2 years.
What measures do you put in place so that things like that don't happen?
Yeah, the measures we put in place is, one, you pray for the rain. And secondly, you make sure that that's why I use the word. It's very automatic and very seriously. When you are planting the yam, after you raise the yam mountain, it has rain on the yam mounds. You want to plant. Make sure that the yam is germinated. You see it has germinated before you plant. So if it's happened like that and you plant and it will die, then it won't be like then it's from rain. It won't be like it's dying. Yes. So when it germinates and you plant, you automatically set that. You can tell somebody that my buyer be ready. I can get you yam next year, 20,000 tubers of yam.
Can you plant 2,000 and get 2,000 yam?
No. You can plant 2,000, but I can get 1,000, 5,000.
Okay.
Yes, because you split there for the next year. You eat there. So you can't get exactly 2,000 again.
So you eat some?
You eat and some. I eat some.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rivers around. Why don't you do irrigation?
Rivers?
Yes, there are a lot of rivers around you.
Yes.
Why don't you have yam farms, irrigations that can supply water if water is a problem?
You see, all this is need about money. Before, you can't farm inside water. And yam deal with in the rain season. Now the water will so flow. So when you want to farm, you must give some distance from the water and you farm. And the machines buying a pipe, buying the engine, connecting from the water to the farm is so expensive for us. So now that we will get supplier that this person is my customer and he telling me the yam he like most buying, I will tell him my problem. I want every time you should have yam, but this is what I want to be doing for. As I'm standing, I'm sure if I get a buyer like that can be supplying me every time. I can get him the new yam exactly June, July. I can get him the new yam because I know the time of farm. By now my yam set will be ready, and I'll plant early. So by June, July, the yam set the new yam will be there because I know I'll be watering the place.
Foster, tell me, how do you market your yam? How do you market your yam?
By marketing, first of all we send some to the market side, like Japan, my Togo market like this. When they send it, they buy. The person asks you where you coming from. Say you are from Tubini. So when I get the road to Tubini, yes, they will give you the roads where you can pass to Tubini, Ghana. And the person comes, then you see that any other people that will come, they ask, where do you go and buy your own? I bought it at Tubini, then they will be coming. And Ghanaians too, those who from Zanzibar totally inside, they come here to buy. That's how you get our market from.
So is there do you sell on the farm or you send your produce to the farm?
We sell at farms. Sometimes we sell at farm. If you don't have money to pick a motor king to send it outside of your farm, you sell it inside the farm. When the buyers come, then you let them buy.
So there's a ready market for yam? No. If you should send like 1,000 pieces of yam to any market here.
Yes, I'll sell.
You sell?
Yes, tomorrow, tomorrow be Japan market day like this. When I send yam tomorrow, I'll sell my yam and I'll get my money.
Okay. What about, do you have suppliers, like people that are shipping yam outside? Do you have any connections?
That's the connection we are now looking for. We don't have anybody. The last year like this, some of my yams remain because I was not having anybody, and it rains early. So when it rains, some of the streams around, when it rains, when it's full of water, we cannot cross again. So the yam has remain. Yes. So now we need supplier, like we get somebody that will be the supplier. I'm in need of this amount, 20,000 tubers of yam, bring it to Puna. I'm sending it to you. I know that when I'm farming, my customer will need 100,000 next year. So make sure that I'll get next year Puna from you. Next year, 100,000 Yamiti from you, pulling you like that. So when I'm farming, I also know that I have somebody that will come and take the young ones. Yes.
Of course, you have been outside before. You have seen a lot of things. If you had the chance to change one thing about farming, if you had the power to change one thing about farming here, what would that be?
Yeah, if I have a chance to change the farming system, what I would do is I'll provide most of the equipment for the farming tools for the
What
farmers.
kind of equipment?
Like machine for dressing of yams, cleaning of jufa, weeding of the, like, it's not all, when you spray chemicals, it's still weed inside. They'll have after spraying the chemicals, you can use any other machine to weed inside. And I can, after harvesting, I can.
Don't you have machines working here, like tractor?
No, we don't have machines here.
This particular
village, we don't have machines, any tractor. That's why we say we need the help from people. We need the help from government and any other people outside of Ghana to help us, because we are doing a very heavy farms here, but our everything, Togolese are buying yam here, Ghanaians are buying yam here, but because Ghanaians live, our president lives anyhow, he's not aware of our village here, so our selling of getting those machines is very hard.
Tell me, what's your plan for 2 years? Your
2 years ahead.
Yes.
My plan for 2 years ahead is,
or a year and 2 years.
Yes, as I'm telling them, my major plan I put myself into farming is I want to open a shopping mall. It's my primary target. All things after, I know the house now. If I wake up to build a house, I can build. Already I know I can. When I travel outside, I've seen a mall business is very good, and I've ever worked inside. If I open a mall, I can employ some of the guys, our ladies, those who are working doing those bad things. When I opened, I want the business that can help me to aim something, and I can employ people inside. So farming, I've seen that farming is a business that can enter inside to bring that one. So what I am begging for the audience is this: so give me, if you have any supplier that you can help me in farming system, so that I can be able to also move Ghana to some level.
I've seen a lot of people travel, and when they come, they are going into farming big time.
Yes.
Well, why do you think that?
We have money in Ghana, and our money is very quick to get, and it's easy. When I travel outside like this, young guys open construction company. Somebody don't have money at all, but just go inside a loan, and government will give them the money. They open a concern, employ foreigners, and be treated as bad. We are also qualified to do that.
Do you think that if you had gone to US or Canada, the story would have been better?
No, right now as I'm standing, if I get somebody in Ghana that can sponsor me, like just 20,000 Ghana cedis. If you give me Canada chance for it, I will not go.
What about US?
I will never go. See, Dubai is the most suitable country in the world, and the nicest country in the world. But when I go to Dubai, I stay there to view US, and I stay there to view Canada, and I know what is happening in Canada. Though I've not been there, I know what is happening there. Simply in the way that I've seen that Dubai people put their, even if somebody is opening a business seriously in America, he's come to launch a business in Dubai because they have money, and the money comes from the youth and the leaders in Dubai. Come together to help with the youth to do what we have mind to do, so that we stop traveling country. Somebody go and die in Dubai. He's not supposed to die by that time. Go and die in Canada. He's not supposed to die that because he want to become Boga, having the car ride, driving.
If you have one advice to tell someone.
So I have the advice I have my colleague use that let's put on the effort. One, this will stop robbing. Second, this smoking and drinking, it will not help us. Go into farming. Any business you have, you can go. Don't look upon the money you are having, but put economics and management. When you go there, the way you are enjoying, don't think when you're doing business, you enjoy like that. Business, you go and suffer and come and enjoy. When you enter with sweat, you come back and you enjoy.